Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Buc-ee Aidan.
Here we are, three of us.
Yeah.
If Patreon's your thing, check out the link in the description below. It starts at just $3 a month and you get full watch-alongs to things like Modern Family, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Seinfeld, F is for Family. We've got sports tier on there as well, which shows sports
Brilliant
reactions
shows.
and stuff. Loads of stuff on there. We've got Untold, got loads of stuff on there.
Bargain price.
Check it out. A bit of a fat electrician.
Okay.
The best pizza place you've never heard of, Casey's General Store.
I've never heard of it.
No, I haven't.
Me neither.
It's funny because when you go across the USA, you kind of come across all these like little places. I remember Wawa being like pretty crappy for sandwiches, but now people are telling us it's
Do you
one of the
reckon this
best.
Casey's General Store's like a chain?
I'm thinking
Or like
it
a
is
one-place
Casey's
thing?
General Store. I don't think it'd be. I think it'd be more than one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be.
Might be in one area.
Don't know.
Might
What
be.
should we find
Find
out?
out.
Should we find out? Let's go.
I'm just going to level with you. I've been all over the United States since I started this whole YouTube thing, and the Midwest does not have a lot to brag about, but our gas station game is on point, and the rest of you guys are lacking. Today we're talking about Casey's General Store. It is the most American pizza place in the world, and it's masquerading as a gas station. If you don't live in the Midwest, you've probably never even heard of Casey's because they only operate in 17 states. But despite only operating in 17 states, to show how dominant they are in their region, they are the third biggest convenience store chain in the country behind 7-Eleven and Circle K. And while they're technically not considered a pizza place, they have better pizza than any other chain pizza place in the United States.
Well, 7-Eleven and Circle K. Because I've seen them all over,
Yeah,
7-Eleven, Circle K. The other one is Wawa, which I thought was quite big. Now, I don't know if Wawa is just like on the East Coast
Eastern,
or...
yeah.
I don't know, well, people have to let us know on that.
I've
I'm
never
not
heard
sure.
of it before we went to New Jersey.
What, Wawa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was there when we lived there.
Yeah.
You know, obviously.
7-Eleven's like the main one, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. I'm guessing
Yeah.
that's the biggest one.
Yeah.
But when we went to Buc-ee's, didn't we? That was quite a massive petrol station or gas
Yeah.
station as well, wasn't it? That served pretty much everything.
It
Yeah.
was, wasn't it?
Yes, it's not just good gas station pizza. No, it's just good pizza. Look at me. I'm a 260-pound white guy that worked construction for a decade. I know good pizza. I am a pizza slut. I promise you, the pizza's delicious. And you don't just have to take my word for it. I can prove it mathematically. If you were to compare the top pizza chains in the United States and see which one made the most money by selling just pizzas, Casey's would be tied for 5th with Papa Murphy's. Last year, they sold 28 million pizzas and 70 million individual slices. And again, they only operate in 17 states with 2,600 locations. That's like 11,000 pizzas per year per gas station, not including the individual slices. Okay, let me set the scene for you. You're unfortunate enough to be driving through the vast cornfield ocean that is the Midwest of the United States, and the only thing that breaks up this ocean of corn is the occasional soybean field, maybe a hog confinement, or one of the thousands of tiny little towns that have a population of like 2,000 that are so small if you blink you're gonna miss them. Pretty much all of these towns are the exact same thing. There's only 4 businesses in these towns, okay? There's a post office, a dive bar, a Dollar General, and a gas station, and 9 times out of 10 that gas station is a Casey's. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that is one of, if not the best gas stations on the planet. The only company that comes close is Quick Star, which is their main competitor inside of the Midwest. Okay, all the other regions in the United States, you guys don't hold a candle to the Midwest when it comes to the gas station game. Buh! Oh yeah, well Texas has Buc-ee's, and Buc-ee's is the biggest, best gas station ever because Texas, buh. Okay, look at me. Look at me. Buc-ee's is cool. I like Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's has a cool business model. I'll do a video on them one day. But Buc-ee's is not a gas station. Buc-ee's is what happens when a Six Flags fucks a Walmart and then they have a massive parking lot that they threw some gas pumps in. That is a tourist attraction, not a convenience store. There's nothing convenient about Buc-ee's, okay?
I kind of get that.
Yeah.
It is definitely an attraction.
Yeah.
It's somewhere people go to, sort of like they're going out, they're going to Buc-ee's. You're not just going past it.
Yeah.
We kind of just passed it and went in on our way to Alabama to go shooting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we kind of passed it on the way, but we wouldn't. It's not somewhere it's not. A lot of people just wouldn't pass it; they'd be going to it.
To it, yeah.
So sort of like
It's a
spend
tourist
day,
attraction.
Spend a day shopping there,
Yeah.
like you
It's
would
mad how,
at a mall.
how a gas station's a tourist attraction.
Yeah. I know.
I know.
You got to park in a 1,000 spot parking lot, walk a quarter mile just to get into the store that's the size of a fucking department store just to find the food you want. I'm not looking to do that as a construction worker trying to get to work, okay? I want to walk 12 steps in, grab food, grab an energy drink and a coffee, walk the fuck out and go to work. I'm surprised Buc-ee's doesn't take your picture and then try to sell it to you on the way out like it was a roller coaster because they do everything else an amusement park does. They basically have a fucking gift shop inside that gas station.
Hey, stop it!
I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. Our story begins in 1959 when Donald Lamberti, the founder of Casey's, took over his father's full-service gas station in Des Moines, Iowa. Now remember, this is the 1950s, so when I say full-service gas station, I mean they sold gas and then they had like the little auto shop off to the side where you could go in, get your tire fixed, get your oil changed, and some dude would come out and pump your gas. It wasn't really a convenience store. They weren't selling food. They didn't have a bunch of snacks and drinks and all the bullshit. That's how things were back in the day. And eventually, somewhere over the course of the next 9 years, he decides, you know what? I'm going to get rid of the auto shop. I'm going to turn the auto shop into a convenience store. I'm going to start making more money off of selling candy bars and drinks and food and shit. And it's outrageously successful. And then one day his buddy, Casey Fisher, the guy that comes by to fill up the gas tanks for his gas pump, says, hey, over in this town, Boone, Iowa, not that far away, there's another full service gas station that's struggling. You should take them over, turn them into a convenience store too, and do exactly what you did right here in Des Moines. It would probably go just as well. Now, Des Moines is the capital. It's the big city. In theory, it should be easier to have a successful business there just because of greater population density. Boone, Iowa is a tiny town that's got about 12,000 people, so he's concerned that a convenience store isn't going to be able to make it there, but there's only one way to find out. So he goes there, he takes over this gas station. It's like the only gas station in town, turns it into a convenience store, and holy shit, it's outrageously successful. In a wild turn of events that literally nobody could have seen coming, people that live in small towns also like convenience and food. Holy shit, who would have thunk it? So while yes, this small town does have less people, which means less potential business, he also has literally no competition, so he just mops up. So he ends up naming that gas station Casey's after the guy that gave him the idea, and that becomes his new strategy for the business. He's not going to try to go into the big metropolitan area and slug it out with all the big hitters and make a name for himself. No, he's just going to go around to all these little tiny podunk towns, and he actually focuses on towns that have a population of 5,000 or less. And as time goes by, he's just opening up new gas stations left and right in all these little podunk towns. And then in 1984, one of these tiny little towns only had two businesses. They had a Casey's and they had a local pizza place, and that local pizza place went out of business. So the manager of that Casey's was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start making pizza inside the donut machine. Which makes a ton of sense because that entire community is used to only having one option for a restaurant to order warm food. Most of these families probably have pizza night. Like every Tuesday, our family buys pizza from this local pizzeria, and that's just our family thing, and that got taken away. So Casey's is gonna go in and fill that void. Right? This is what sociologists would refer to as a food desert, and he is now going to be the only person selling food inside of this food desert. And people absolutely love it, so he ends up equipping every Casey's with a fully functional pizza kitchen. Now, as the decades go by, Casey's has basically covered the entire Midwest. They're absolutely everywhere except for inside these major cities, but they have these major cities completely surrounded. Now, in business, this would be called the backdoor or the beachhead strategy. It's not always a good business idea for a lot of retail locations, like Toys R Us, for example. You wouldn't build a Toys R Us out in a town that's got 2,000 people. It just doesn't make any sense. But it works with gas stations, and it's exceptionally brilliant. And that's because if things are going good, what do cities do over time? They expand, they get bigger. Especially cities in the Midwest because they're smack dab in the center of the country, right? Cities that are on coastlines can only expand one direction. They can't expand into the ocean. Cities in Florida are stuck on a fucking peninsula. Where are they gonna go? Manhattan's on an island, whereas the cities in the middle of the country can expand out in every direction. And they've been doing that a ton for the last 3 decades because all of the big businesses are moving headquarters and factories and warehouses into these central locations because it makes logistics easier because you're smack dab in the middle of the country. Now, it's only a 2-day drive to either coast instead of being stationed in LA and having to ship shit all the way to New York. You want to be centralized. So these Midwestern cities like Des Moines, for example, are expanding rapidly, and all the gas station businesses that are inside the city that have been operating there forever are having trouble expanding because they're completely fucking surrounded by Casey's. And Casey's is not only making a fuck ton of money by A, being there first and already having...
When he's talking about these cities that are expanding, someone told me yesterday that Manchester in England will have more high-rises in the centre than the whole of London by 2030.
Really?
That's mad, isn't it?
Well, when you look at Manchester now, you look at the skyline, how quick it's going up and how quick it's changing over the years.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, it was just one skyscraper in there, one tall building. Now there's like, I don't even know how many there is now, there's loads.
When we first moved into our apartment, you could see all the trees, and now it's just all...
Yeah, but you see all cranes now. Yeah. But it's mad for the size of Manchester growing out like that, the way it is.
Yeah.
So it's gonna sort of like go even more further south and north and wherever it goes. And like he's saying there, just expanding out because we're kind of in the centre of Britain, really, when you think about it. We're right in the middle, aren't we?
having a stronghold with a loyal customer base, but as that city expands and absorbs these smaller towns, the property values go through the roof, so the value of their location, just real estate wise, is skyrocketing. Not only that, but you know who has to show up to let the city expand? Construction workers. So now they have entire construction crews leaving the city, going out to these tiny little towns 15, 30 minutes outside of town, and they're building, you know, a new housing development or a bunch of new buildings. Guess where they're going for breakfast and lunch every single day?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
The only place they can go, the gas station that sells pizza. And it's even funnier if you're another gas station trying to compete with them, because as you send out your construction crew to build your Quick Star or your Holiday or your Circle K or whatever the fuck, guess where your construction workers, as they're building your gas station, are going to get pizza at lunch? Fucking Casey's.
Thirsty?
They've been playing the long game for decades, and it's starting to pay off. And because of all of this, the pizza at Casey's has developed this cult following. Like, it is a Midwestern icon to get Casey's pizza at this gas station. Like I already said, they're literally tied for 5th for Papa Murphy's for the biggest pizza chain in the United States. They sold $700 million in pizza.
If they're 5th, tied for 5th with Papa Murphy's, I've never heard of Papa Murphy's.
I've not.
So I'm guessing Domino's have got to be Papa John's, Domino's,
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Who do you think number 4 would be?
Maybe like Little Caesars.
Yeah, Little Caesars, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Last year, which doesn't even make sense when you consider they're only operating in 17 states with 2,600 locations. How is that even possible? Well, it's because they figured out how to sell pizza fast and all day long. Casey's sells all your normal pizza, your pepperoni, your supreme, your meat lovers, but on top of that, they sell different pizzas. They sell taco pizza, they sell barbecue brisket pizza, and most importantly, they sell breakfast pizza. It is a pizza with cheese sauce, scrambled eggs, and then either bacon or sausage, and it's fucking delicious.
That's some serious gourmet shit.
So not only are they the only pizza chain in America that's figured out how to sell pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they also copied Little Caesars by having it hot and ready because they sell pizza by the slice. You can literally go to Casey's on your way to work, grab breakfast pizza and a coffee, then go back there for lunch, grab pizza and an energy drink, and then hit them up on your way back home too. Trust me, I've done it. And that's what makes it the most American pizza place on the planet. Not only can you eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner like the Lord intended, it's the only pizza place you can go to on your way home from work and get all the necessary ingredients to go home and get fucked up. Okay, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, I can't go there, get a pizza for the family and then a 40 and some rolling papers or a case of Busch Light and some Grizzly Long Cut Wintergreen. It's convenient as fuck and the pizza's better. On top of that, you could probably meet your future spouse there. Okay, I see it all the time on the internet. Women being like, oh, where do I find a good, hard-working blue collar guy, blah, 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 blah. Listen to me. Get off fucking Tinder, quit going out to nightclubs, get your ass up at 6 o'clock in the morning, drive to the nearest gas station that sells good breakfast food, let some air out of your tire, wait for the dudes in the high-vis shirts and dirty work boots to go walking in on their way to their construction site. Pick the one that you think is attractive and walk up to him and be like, oh, excuse me, could you help me air up my tire? Blah, 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 blah. He's gonna do it, and if he doesn't have a wedding ring and seems nice, ask him for his fucking phone number. The end. The absolute worst case scenario is that dude tells you he has a girlfriend and you made his day because he's been hit on twice in his entire life and he's gonna remember this for the rest of forever. And then you show up to the same gas station the next morning and do it again to another guy till you find the one that's available. Go ahead and send the wedding invitation to my P.O. box. You're welcome. Okay, and I know what you're thinking, but Chubby Electron Guy, it's just gas station pizza. No, it's not just gas station pizza. It's literally better than any other major pizza chain in the country. It's got such a cult following that when David Portnoy, you know, the Barstool sports guy that goes around the country doing pizza reviews, came to Iowa for college football and asked for the best pizza place in town, he overwhelmingly got told Casey's gas station and went there and did a pizza review.
One bite, everybody knows the rules. Gas station pizza, Casey's General Store, Iowa. Too bacony.
Too bacony?
Too bacony.
Huh?
It's all right. I mean, it's all right. I don't know, 5.2.
Oh!
Okay, now to be fair, that doesn't do a whole lot of good for my argument that the pizza's fantastic, but I think we can all agree that's a dog shit review. How in the fuck are you gonna order a bacon pizza, take a bite and go, it's too bacony? What is happening right now? Okay, that's the only person in the history of forever that's ever been mad there was too many toppings on top of a pizza. It doesn't even make sense. It's like getting home with your wife from date night and being like, honey, it's too wet. Imagine going to a Ferrari dealership, buying a Ferrari, and then calling them up the next day and be like, guys, this car's too fast. Yeah, that's the fucking point. The bacon pizza is supposed to taste like motherfucking bacon.
The snozberries taste like snozberries. Ew. Ugh. These carrots taste musky. Ah. Oh, damn Oompa Loompas!
Thankfully, he's not the only pizza reviewer that's done this. For some reason, Casey's has such a cult following that tons of people have reviews of them sitting in their cars outside
Looks
of the
good.
Casey's
Yeah, it
because
does.
they stopped to review Casey's pizza as they were passing through, and almost all of them absolutely love it. So yeah, that is Casey's, the third largest gas station chain in the country and the fifth most successful pizza chain in the country, despite the fact they're technically not even a pizza chain. They accomplish this in two ways. One, they have a gimmick. They're a gas station that sells outrageously good pizza, and two, they played the long game with the beachhead strategy. Rather than competing head-on with their competition, instead, they elected to go around the outside, develop fortified positions all around them, and then as that enemy finally did try to expand, Casey's made a killing not only selling food to their construction crews to build their gas stations, but in their real estate pricing, and when the time came, they already had a loyal customer base that was in that area. So if you're ever in the Midwest and you see a Casey's, stop in, grab a slice of pizza. It's not a gas station that sells pizza, it's a pizza place that sells gas. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang, out.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah.
He talks like we do in the pub. Doesn't he? Just talks a load of shite.
Yeah.
with his own opinions, and
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it. But it's we're going the same way over here. You can see the American influence that he's having over here with things like gas stations.
Yeah.
Because I filled up with gas today, and inside is a Subway. So when I went, I was like, fucking Subway in here.
That's
It's only-
always been a thing.
Not always.
I've been into a petrol station like years ago. I'm talking like 6 years ago. And it's the same.
That's not. Yeah, 6 years ago is not years ago.
Yeah, I know,
6
but
years
like-
ago is still current sort of thing. Don't know, but we changed. We probably changed in the last 10, 15 years. I'm saying into the Americanisms of changing gas stations into selling pizza, sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, all stuff. You know, now you go in there. They've got supermarkets in them now.
Yeah.
So if you go in one, we go in one.
Waitrose.
You've got Waitrose in there. You got Asda. Little Asdas now, which are petrol stations, but they're also an Asda sort of thing. So it's
every
becoming
time
very.
I've been into there, it's been like that.
It's a more modern thing since you've been driving.
Yeah.
But if you go back to when we first started driving, all you got was petrol, and that was it. And you paid for a
Ours
kiosk.
was like the one at the top of our road where you
just
go.
yeah. You just paying to a kiosk.
Two
right?
pumps.
Little
Two
shop.
pumps. Yeah, 2 pumps and a kiosk sort of thing. And they
And you
might
got a
sell
bit
the
of
odd little
chocolate.
bit. Might sell the odd little bit like tobacco or something like that. But now you can go in, you can buy wine, beers, you can buy burgers, pizza. Then like I say, the
Pasties.
one today had a Subway in it. You know, full Subway. And it was like when you got, as soon as I walked in, it was immaculate, spotless when I walked in. I was like, holy shit, it's the first time I've been in that gas station.
A lot of them have the Costa coffee in there as well.
Yeah, they do. A lot of them serve yourself, cost the coffee, but it's
Well,
it's
there's
one
little
of them.
bakeries in there as well that sell croissants. so-
Bakeries, yeah.
And pasties
Yeah,
and
so
sausage
it's
rolls.
the way it's changed into that sort of thing, but it's only a matter of time before Greg's does it.
Yeah.
And Greg's will do the bakery and petrol.
I've been
Yeah.
to a
Gas.
petrol station where there's a Greggs in there.
Yeah, that's usually services them though. They're not actually just the stations. They're service stations on the highways
No, I've
and the
been to.
motorways.
I don't remember where it was. I think it was down south a bit more, but there was a Greggs in the
Oh, there was.
petrol
Oh,
station.
okay, yeah. So that's that'll be a thing where it's owned by Greg's and it's a Greg's service station. That's
Yeah.
definitely the way they're going. Looking at what they've got there as
Yeah.
cases, Greg's are definitely going to
Yeah.
follow that suit. I bet. Enjoyed that. Really
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've never heard of them.
No.
And
me
now,
neither.
now I know.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.